did not win a conference game, and Chris Ash making some significant changes, not the least of which brought in a new offensive coordinator and one with a very familiar name.
Yeah, Jerry Kill becomes the offensive coordinator. There's nothing worse for a defensive coordinator becoming a head coach, installing one offense at the mercy of the offensive coordinator, and then losing that offensive coordinator. And that's really what has happened to Chris. So now he takes on Jerry Kill, who, as we know, is a very good coach, but this is going to be a drastically different defense. And again, Rever, just to summarize this thing, the worst thing that could happen to Chris Ash, coming from the defensive side of the ball, is to have two different offensive coordinators the first 2 years at Rutgers. But you live with it. I've been there, Vanderbilt, Indiana, similar situations where, especially at Vanderbilt, was my first head coaching job. If you lose that offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, if you were an offensive guy, it's really tough. And so Chris took the toughest blow of those three.
But let's be honest here. I mean, they were shut out 4 times in 9 conference games. And so I understand that it takes time and you're installing a scheme, and so now you're changing your scheme and you're going to go at things differently philosophically. But drastic times call for drastic measures. And so it's not like you had the thing humming along and now you've got to start from scratch. You know, it didn't work out so well in year one offense.
The one thing I'd ask you to consider within that whole thought process is the players. You know, this was the greatest offense a year ago. This is going to be the greatest offense.
Right.
You know, after a while, you know, it's just, really? Could we have 2 greatest offenses in the world, you know, schemes in 2 years?
Right.
So it impacts the players. I hear what you're saying. It wasn't something that was, you know, rolling along.
Yeah.
And
one thing that really hurt it was Janarian Grant getting hurt, because he may be the most explosive guy in the conference. I mean, he really is a difference maker. So with him back this year, if you do get the scheme going a little bit, all of a sudden maybe the equation changes fairly dramatically.